Yo, what's up everybody? It's your girl Tyra J coming at you live from our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. This place is absolutely buzzing. I mean, the history alone is enough to make your head spin, but trust me, there's so much more to this city than meets the eye. We're talking hidden gems, secret spots, and mind-blowing facts that they don't put in the guidebooks. Over the next few minutes, we're gonna dive deep into the heart of D.C., exploring everything from iconic landmarks to underground speakeasies. So buckle up, smash that like button, and get ready for an epic DC adventure. Let's do this thing!
Welcome to Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States and a city packed with history, culture, and surprises. Let's jump in.
Alright, first up, let's talk about the National Mall. Now I know what you're thinking. Mall? Shopping spree time. But hold your horses, my friend, this ain't your typical mall. Forget about food courts and fancy boutiques. This place is 2 miles of pure, unadulterated history. I'm talking about the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, the World War II Memorial, the whole shebang. Pro tip, bring your comfiest shoes because you're gonna be doing a lot of walking. And trust me, you don't want to be that person hobbling around with blisters while everyone else is soaking up the history. Oh, and speaking of soaking up, bring a water bottle. Staying hydrated is key, especially when you're exploring a place as epic as the National Mall. You won't regret it. Next up, we're talking about the Smithsonian. The Smithsonian is a freaking institution, people. It's a collection of 21 museums and a zoo, all completely free of charge. You heard me right? Free! Where else can you roam through halls filled with dinosaur bones, ancient artifacts, and even the freaking Space Shuttle Discovery without spending a dime? We're talking about the National Air and Space Museum, the National Museum of Natural History, the National Museum of American History. The list goes on and on. And the best part, it's not just for history buffs. Whether you're into art, science, culture, or just want to see some really cool stuff, the Smithsonian has something for everyone. Pro tip, plan your visit in advance because these museums are popular and you don't want to waste precious exploring time waiting in line. So ditch the boring tourist traps and head straight to the Smithsonian. It's an experience you won't soon forget.
Okay, let's be real. All this exploring is going to work up an appetite. But don't worry, my foodie friends, because DC's food scene is off the chain. Forget those sad airport sandwiches and overpriced tourist traps. We're talking about juicy half-smokes, flavorful Ethiopian cuisine, and Michelin-starred restaurants that'll make your taste buds sing. And for all my history buffs out there, you gotta check out Ben's Chili Bowl. This DC institution has been serving up delicious chili dogs and half-smokes since 1958. But DC isn't just about the classics. This city is a melting pot of cultures, and that definitely reflects in the food scene. You can find everything from authentic Vietnamese pho to spicy Sichuan noodles to mouth-watering Argentinian empanadas. Pro tip, come hungry and come adventurous. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone and try something new. Your taste buds will thank you.
Alright, picture this. It's springtime in DC and the city is bursting with color. We're talking about cherry blossoms. DC transforms into a fairy tale with pink and white blossoms. They symbolize US-Japan friendship, gifted in 1912. Pack a picnic and enjoy the blossoms. It's a sight you won't soon forget.
Okay, let's talk about the Capitol Crypt. It sounds spooky, right? Like something out of a horror movie. But don't worry, you won't find any skeletons or ghosts down here. The Capitol Crypt is actually a large circular room located directly beneath the center of the Capitol Dome. The crypt was originally intended to be the burial place of George Washington himself, but alas, it wasn't meant to be. So, the crypt remains empty of any presidential remains, but it's still a pretty cool place to check out. Pro tip, look up. The intricate design of the dome is even more impressive from below.
Okay, let's be real for a second. Exploring a city like DC can be exhausting. But don't worry, I got you. DC is full of amazing green spaces where you can escape the hustle and bustle and recharge your batteries. We're talking about sprawling urban parks, hidden gardens, and peaceful waterfront promenades. First up, we gotta talk about Rock Creek Park. This massive urban oasis is over twice the size of Central Park in New York City. You can spend hours getting lost in its network of hiking trails, bike paths, and scenic overlooks. If you're looking for something a little more low-key, check out Meridian Hill Park. This hidden gem is known for its cascading fountains, lush greenery, and stunning views of the city. And for all my waterfront enthusiasts, you gotta check out the National Mall Tidal Basin. Pro tip, pack a picnic basket, grab a blanket, and head to your favorite green space for a relaxing afternoon in the great outdoors. You'll be amazed at how refreshed you feel after some quality time with Mother Nature.
All right, you guys ready for this? We're about to dive into one of DC's best-kept secrets, a speakeasy hidden in plain sight. Now, I'm not talking about some cheesy tourist trap with a fake password. This place is the real deal. A dimly lit, intimate cocktail bar tucked away behind an unassuming phone booth. The bar is called The Gibson, and it's located in the U Street corridor, a historic neighborhood known for its vibrant nightlife. But finding this place is half the fun. You gotta know where to look. Here's the deal. Look for a nondescript brick building with a single red phone booth outside. Once you're inside the phone booth, pick up the phone and dial a secret code. Don't worry, I got you. Check the link in the description. If you're lucky, the wall will slide open, revealing a hidden door and a dimly lit staircase leading down to the bar. Pro tip: this place is popular, so reservations are highly recommended. The cocktails are top-notch, the atmosphere is electric, and the whole experience is unforgettable.
Alright, all you secret agents and espionage enthusiasts, this one's for you. Get ready to step into a world of intrigue, gadgets, and covert operations at the International Spy Museum. This place is like stepping into a real-life James Bond movie, except way cooler. You'll learn about the history of espionage, from ancient times to the modern era, through interactive exhibits, real-life spy gadgets, and declassified intelligence reports. You can even test your own spy skills in a simulated mission, where you'll have to decode messages, crack codes, and navigate laser beams. Pro tip: don't miss the museum's collection of real-life spy gadgets, including a lipstick pistol, a buttonhole camera, and a shoe with a hidden compartment for a radio transmitter. Whether you're a history buff, a tech geek, or just looking for a fun and unique experience, the International Spy Museum is a must-see attraction in DC.
All right, let's be real. No trip to DC is complete without a visit to the Washington Monument. This iconic obelisk towers over the city, offering breathtaking views from its 555-foot observation deck. But here's the thing, there's more to this monument than meets the eye. Did you know that the Washington Monument is actually two different colors? Look closely, and you'll notice a distinct difference in the shade of the marble about a third of the way up. When construction resumed in 1879, they had to use marble from a different quarry, resulting in the noticeable color variation. Pro tip: book your tickets online in advance to avoid long lines. And trust me, the view from the top is worth the wait. You'll get a 360-degree panorama of the entire city. So ditch the tourist traps and experience the Washington Monument in all its glory.
Time for a history lesson, but don't worry, this isn't your boring high school history class. Washington, D.C. wasn't always the capital of the United States. Before D.C., the honor bounced between a few cities. The first capital was New York City from 1785 to 1790. Then it moved to Philadelphia, before settling in D.C. in 1800. Political compromises and geographical considerations led to the change. D.C. was chosen as a central location symbolizing unity and strength. Brush up on your D.C. history before you go. Impress your friends with your knowledge and appreciate the city more. Remember, D.C. wasn't always destined to be the capital.
And there you have it, folks. 10 jaw-dropping facts about Washington, D.C. that will have you booking your next trip faster than you can say, "I heart D.C." From hidden speakeasies and cherry blossom magic, to the Smithsonian's treasure trove and the National Mall's historical grandeur, D.C. is a city that truly has it all. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, an art enthusiast, or just looking for an adventure, D.C. will surprise you at every turn. So, what are you waiting for? Pack your bags, grab your camera, and get ready to experience the nation's capital like never before. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more travel adventures, and let me know in the comments below which DC fact blew your mind the most.